right here. My beautiful, beautiful boss. So I just finished doing helping out at the breakfast show, Vuga Vuga breakfast show at Skies Metro. Heading to the studio right now for day 2 of recording the People's Rapper EP. Yeah. Day 2 with Mr. Larynx.
Boss to get it. Money. Mr. T.
Shout out to T Wanda.
Oh, it's this guy. Hi, guy.
We're doing a documentary for the EP.
Oh, nice.
Oh, sorry, bro.
That we ain't supposed to do, 'cause you mind.
Remember that song? That's a banger.
What song is that?
Was Plies and T-Pain.
You guys are lying. You are so
And hey, did you, the one that killed me, do you know what Who Let the Dogs Out was about? Apparently that song was about ugly girls in the club.
Yes.
Who let the dogs out? Who? So today we're doing track 2, Real Ones. So yeah, it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be dope. This is actually kind of the first track that I had for the whole EP. It was the first beat I received. I think I even received it early last year. So it had been sitting there with the idea. AK had sent me that track last year with a pack of others, but I had the idea, but something didn't lead me to record then. You see what I'm saying? And also in the story of the nation, it felt like lots of things was happening, and things keep happening. But I feel now we're in a bit more of a, it's not really calm, but things are a bit more relaxed than like the beginning of the year, ending of last year, you feel me? But now is the right time for it to come out. So that's what we're working on today, my G.
So it's your writing process. You get the beat before and then?
Yeah.
Or you always have something loaded?
Nah, I get the beat. I'll eventually get to that level of maybe working with the producer as we construct the beat together, you feel me? But for me, how I've been working right now, I let the producer create what he creates. The only thing that I would say is maybe, make it 8 bars, or for the chorus, remove the first drums, and then the last half, that's when you bring in the drums, you feel me? That's how I do. But because the producer is an artist too, so I'm sure he also has a way he wants to express himself. The battle rap days, well, and there were also those days where like 10...
What was that like? Did you ever lose a battle?
Yes, of course, bro. Everyone loses a battle at some point.
Who did you lose to?
To Spliff Array.
Yeah, I don't know.
The thing with rapping, once you just, because no one can ever say who is the best.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like you can never say, oh, so-and-so is the best. I guess maybe on that day, he was sharper than I am on that day. You feel me?
Yeah, that happens.
But
form. I guess it's form. It's like
yeah,
sports.
I guess, yeah. You feel me? You take the L on that day and be like, ish, gangster. But battling is a nice experience. It keeps your mind sharp. It, what else? It helps you with performance as well, voice projection, that type of shit. Even in the States, if you check these leagues, I'm sure they even give them months to prepare because they make like big deals out of their events. And you could have like, they even battle according to rounds. So you can have someone say it's a 2-minute round. So you must have a verse that lasts 2 minutes. Think about that, bro. That's a song, bro. You feel me? And imagine you've just got a verse bars. It's like preparing a speech. Because it's acapellas, no beats.
Because you know, like you have those 2 minutes, and then after, let's just say it's a tie. Now you have to add another minute.
Dudes.
You need to have like 10 minutes of lyrics. Bars.
And to show you like how much money these dudes are making with battling in the States, bro. They pay them the fee to show up, right? Like just the performance fee. And if you win, that's when you get the prize money. You feel me? Crazy.
That just shows like the world of difference between us and them. Like look at that industry. It's a battle rap industry.
Yeah.
You know, which is something that is looked down upon. Like, you know, when you're a battle rapper, they like, he's gonna die, bro.
Yeah, you can't even make songs, nigga.
You know,
yeah.
exactly, you know?
Make a way for the real ones, yeah. When we hustling for millions, yeah. You know we trying to get the billions. But make a way for them. Yeah. Do you know the initial voice that I had in mind was this Oliver Mtukudzi sounding voice. You feel me? Even if he hits those lows, TJ can do it.
Yeah, TJ.
Hey, you can hear him, huh?
Yeah, it's dope.
Man, when he passed away, I was so sad. I was like, bro, we could have made a classic. When we hustling for millions. A rapper was born with, Lord, I pray you make a way for the real ones. That's gonna be it. Lord, I pray you make a way for the real ones. Did the squad at the start there, right?
No.
Okay.
There was this one that would stop you.
Okay, cool.
Long time ago.
That's cool. Lord, I pray you make a way for the real ones. When we hustling for millions, Lord, make a way for them. Lord, make a way for them. You know we trying to get the billions. Lord, make a way for them. Lord, make a way for them. Alright. Let me double take that. Just needs the beefing up of double takes. You know we trying to get the billions. Lord, make a way for them. Make a way for them.
This is your main vocal. The Shona ones will be the other guy, whoever dog or teach it. I don't know, maybe T1 did something.
Lord, I pray you make a way for them. Make a way for the real ones. When we hustling for millions, yeah. You know we trying to get the billions. Lord, make a way for them. Can I put one more?
Make them three. Wait.
Just. Please.
Try it actually.
Lord, I pray you. You want me to be like that? You know we trying to get the billions, yeah. Lord, make a way for them. Lord, make a way.
I see this dude, I'm like, nah. This is ASAP. This is the ASAP. But like the way that he receives people in general, like I can actually speak to this. I mean, he's just like approaches everyone as an individual and comes to them as himself, not as a character, not as an image, but like as himself, a person talking to another person.
I guess you meet ASAP. You meet Tafato before you meet ASAP.
Exactly. Except it's all in one. It's all one thing. Like, because the first time that I was exposed to him was through Instagram and social media. I was like, okay. I was literally looking. I had to actively look. Sort of speaks to the industry, but I have to actively look for Zim rappers. I was like Googling Zimbabwean rapper. You know, I mean, outside of what we heard on the radio, like he wasn't exactly all over the radio, especially in Harare at that time. So, you know, seeing someone coming from Bulawayo and rapping like this, I was like, okay, cool, dope. And then when I finally got to meet him and the fact that he was like, when someone usually tells you that, hey, I'm also a rapper, right? Everyone's a rapper, you know? And it's very easy to react to someone and say, oh, alright, cool, and move on with the conversation. But he took interest in that. I was like, look, I'm a rapper, and maybe if I could send you some of my stuff, and yeah, he was like, alright, cool. And we exchanged digits, you know?
Lord, make a way for them. Something like that, right?
I like it.
We're hearing all three, ne? You know we trying to get the billions, yeah. Lord, make a way for them. Lord, make a way for them. I think it's cool. Alright, so verse. But in my dreams, God visits me when I sleep with visions of when we killing these critics couldn't perceive it, but I see it, Lord. I see it. Yeah, I see it. Wait for them, wait for them. Rapper was born with wisdom, my passion, fulfill my mission. No selfish wishes, rapping to rep the country. I put in work to prove it's not a phase. Now my title shall never fade. But at my age, they say rapping is kamikaze. You killing yourself, though we dope for a reason. Boy, leave the hope for the children. Zim ain't got hope for your ratings. Plus, we are always resisting.
How many verses you know this?
Alright, so that's 2 verses. So, because this second chorus is longer, you feel? So should I do it again?
How is it long?
It's longer than this first one, because that first one was kind of like just even 4 bars.
When you're saying it's longer,
Yeah,
But
so
are you debating anything different?
nah.
Alright, so let's try and look at that thing.
So when we killing these critics couldn't perceive it, but I see it, Lord. I see it. Lord, I pray you make a way for them.
Then the second verse starts.
This is a bang.
Who made the beat?
AK.
Let's see if it's AK.
Please plead it.
Beats AK, mixing. Yeah.
The reason I called it Real Ones because the song is a prayer. The first verse is kind of like me laying out my career, my rapping, why I rap, you see what I'm saying? And the challenges that I face, people saying, bruh, you're now 27, dog, and you're still trying to rap, how far, you feel me? Like, you see what I'm saying? And critics who don't believe us, but for me, Lord, I'm a real one. I've stuck with what you have said. This is your gift, you feel me? I stuck with it. So like, make a way. I'm here, you see what I'm saying? That's that.
Nice.
Nice. I appreciate Larynx.
Fire. Fires, flames.
Can we play them? That makes...
How did you say that?
Northern in the house. Hey, all the girls come out. Northern in the house. Yeah.
Not in the house.
Yeah. I make them put their hands up when we come around. From the city of kings and the queens and the thing that could bring me down. Look, mommy, you better let me down. They can't fight the cloud. They just got to know the vibe is gonna. The vibe is gonna. The vibe is gonna. The vibe is gonna. The vibe is gonna.
That is sick! That is sick! Do I know it's God?
That's God. That's good.
Something like
Yeah. So we just finished the session. Shout out to everyone who came through. The majestic Billiers. Shout out to Half Crown, Larynx for making the magic. Yeah. So yeah,
Permanent fixture.
we'll be back tomorrow.
What we're about to do, about to go to Chihuahua.
Savage.
Savage. About to shoot Savage with T1.
Yeah. Savage. Because we'll just be doing savage things.
Savage thing.
ASAP is our guest today.
Am I the first guest?
You're the first. No, you're the second. Our first, the male prostitute says that most of his customers are Pentecostal pastors.
For real? Man, I think he's an insurgent, bro. This nigga's a plant.
But I think the story was sensational.
Of course, bro.
Sensationalized, yeah.
Unless that nigga has slept with 80% of the niggas in this city.
I've never seen. I'm not saying I go to places where there are prostitutes, but I'm saying I've never seen one. Crazy. I mean, you remember there was this story about Bulawayo being like the city of drunkards or something like that.
Oh,
yeah.
Then there was also that vibe where they were like, Bulawayo runs out of ARVs, not ARVs, morning afters or something like that. Then underneath that, there was that whole women are saying that they are starved of sex, that they're even now raping guys in the... I'm like,
It's like there's an agenda against Bulawayo.
No, but you know what? My question is that the agenda against Bulawayo is by whom? By people who are in Bulawayo. Why? Because that was a B Metro store, that wasn't an H Metro store. You get what I mean? So you have your own people
bringing you down.
Like you, how does that even
I think
work?
it's just poor journalism, lazy journalism.
I know they feel no. It's on that as well, but they've also been pushed to believe that any publicity is good publicity.
Which is not necessarily true.
But the story did blow up.
It blew up, nigga.
It's also about the people. The people love that kind of content.
I had my cousins in the UK, in the States,
Sing, curry.
sending me that item, curry.
How
You
far?
niggas,
You niggas-
you're gay.
You know.
Like, no, bro, I'm very straight. Clearly.
What date? What's the date today?
Okay, today is Savage Day. That's what it is. And you know, today we're going to be getting it down and we're going to be having a good time right here. And today we have my boy right here. Your boy.
What up?
Mambo.
Yo, Mambo.
Can we please have a moment of silence? Mambo.
ASAP, you ready to jump in?
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's do this, bro.
Before we jump into
jump
it, Man, ASAP are carrying bad. You can put your ARFs,
And what else can you put in it?
you can put money,
And what else can you put in it?
you can put empty bottles of
Eh,
good stuff. I think this is what made me forget today.
Yeah, that's what made.
Hey, bro.
Right.
Yeah,
ASAP, what's
never.
in your bag?
In my bag, there's a charger.
Don't open too much. Just
There's
say.
there's a charger.
Yeah,
Zambak
Yeah.
for the lips.
exactly. The key.
There's safety. Safety.
It's good. So, ASAP, let's just say you're dating a girl that is an actor,
Yep.
and she has a scene on
On a move.
a movie
Uh-huh.
where she's doing the stuff like she's going forward, bro.
Like a
How would
sex
that-
scene.
Yeah, like a sex scene, like really hardcore sex scene. How would
True.
you-
I mean, that depends. If I got into the relationship knowing what I was getting myself into, I mean, man, I think that would depend on how secure I am as a man. That I'm like, nah, she's just handling business.
Is that new business?
Is that new business?
Literally. Okay, but like you were saying,
Yeah.
so who's the problem in this? The girl or
The guy is the problem. I mean, think about
No,
it. If you know, if
ASAP is an artist, right?
I mean, no,
A
it's,
hip-hop
it's
artist.
common sense, man.
No, wait.
If you're gonna
Wait.
date, for example, let me
Wait.
give you an example.
Wait. Wait.
If a girl was to date me and I'm
Yeah.
doing music videos and she's like, I don't want to see any girls around you. Does that make any sense? Look at what Shauna and Connie Ferguson, right?
Yeah.
They are married, right? But they can even be in the same movie, kissing two different people. Because they know that it's craft.
Yeah,
Gotta make money.
you gotta make money. It's the way it is. Okay.
So know what? If you can't handle it, don't date. Don't leave her alone. If you can't handle it, don't even bother yourself. Never forgets, man. And as long as the internet is still alive, whatever you put there, bro, in the distant future, man, someone will pull up and be watching niggas.
Yeah, thanks.
You see what I'm saying?
It's an archive.
Think about when now we are regarded as the ancestors. People will be watching back, learning from this video. Say, okay, back in the day, niggas used to do this, niggas used to do that.
I can't be the only one being incriminated in this video.
Another day of unemployment, that's why we get high.
What we're talking about? We're talking about what
Not really up close and personal like that, man.
Like that.
It should just look natural. Niggas are smoking up. Right? How did we link?
Actually, I got your number from someone, right? Then I sent you my stuff.
And it was fire. Yeah, he just randomly sent me shit, and then it was fire. Then from there, really, we started working. He actually, when I did 25, he actually helped me on Body, 1019, and Protect My Soul. You pick my core. Exactly. Yeah, so TJ is one of the artists that I love to collaborate with. I know me and him will also be on the vibe. That it's just we haven't yet gone to work in a studio. But with TJ, bro, we stay craft. Me, what I realized is that sometimes the best products come from collaboration. Like I even checked, I think was it watching documentaries and behind the scenes and stories of how certain tracks came to be. You feel me? There'll be songs there's a song that Kanye was doing with Paul McCartney, right? And when Paul McCartney was talking about it, he was telling me that even Oprah got to hear the song and had an opinion about whether he should be on the song or not. You see what I'm saying? That type. So I'm sure people in the studio and like what we're even doing today, and where you even say, no, ASAP, why don't you try singing? You see what I'm saying? That's how creativity is better. Obviously, there's a certain element of ASAP I'm trying to keep in the song, but at the end of the day, I'm not trying to make an ASAP. I'm trying to make a song. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to make like something that can reach out to people that's more than me. So I feel the more input that people have, like for example, when we did No Stress, and Lee did that, come on, get down. It's a small part, bro, but the number of people say, man, that part, bro. You see what I'm saying? So exactly. So I know that sometimes I know they say too many cooks spoil the broth, right? But yeah, sometimes, bro, the more the hands, the better the plans, I think. It's come with growth, but then that ability to look around me has always been there. To be honest, like what I used to do the first days when I would write Kings Villa 1, Kings Villa 2, I'd literally go to City Hall, on the benches. And it would come in two ways. Sometimes I'd see someone walking, maybe with his cat, I'd see what he's wearing, how his face is, demeanor, everything. And I was saying, I wonder where he's going. I wonder what he's doing. I wonder what he's thinking about. I wonder what's going on. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you be chilling, then you see a car pull up, he drops off a girl, the car goes. 5 minutes later, another car comes through, she gets in it, it goes, and I'll be in my mind, I'll be wondering, I wonder what's going on over there. You know? It's happening without me in it. You see what I'm, this person is gonna wake up, go where they're going, they're gonna walk past me and not even remember seeing me. Not even register that I saw someone, you see, because they've got their own plan. So I started to realize that storytelling helps people connect. It helps people find some type of common ground, because everyone loves to hear a good story, bro. Everyone loves to hear a good story. So I think now what would happen, like someone else mentioned it, like, yo, used to do the whole Berg Boys things, we're in the Berg. And then around the time 25 came, the sound kind of changed, even the stories kind of changed. You see what I'm saying? I guess now that just came with me growing a bit older, starting to care about different things, starting to notice different things. And now, like what you're saying, at the age we're at, we need to be worried about politics. You feel me? We need to be worried about what's going on in our country. We need to be worried about what's going on with our young brothers. What are they doing? Oh, they're drinking lean too much. Hey, this is happening too much. You see what I feel the majority of people they still just want to enjoy. You feel me? Because I had that fear of saying, I don't want people to be watching the news and they're getting these depressing stories. Then they listen to my music, the same depressing stories. You feel me? So it's like, hey, man. In a way, it's kind of maybe bringing my perspective, kind of bringing my generation to start thinking about these things. Because all of them used to be on that grind. You feel me? Or speaking about social issues. Yes, his will be metaphorical and hidden deeply. Winky D too, with that song, Yeah Checha. You see what I'm saying? So for me, I feel if every genre and every generation should have at least one or two people who are saying, yeah, but guys, this is what's really happening. There's enough the hits to be made. There's enough the quote unquote limelight time to be chowed, you feel me? It's just about now with this project and this season that I'm in. I'm waiting to see what will happen. I'm waiting to see what will happen. I know that I do have my community that will ride with me, but I'm waiting to see what will happen, especially if radio will take to it, if they will play the songs. There was a time I used to think like, damn, but me, I'm worried about a rap career. And you know how Zim has conditioned us to make us believe our arts are nothing, while people have quote unquote real life problems. You're trying to be an artist, but you have to go get a job, or you have to go do something, or you see what I'm saying? Shit that really takes away your time. Because even trying to focus hard in university and trying to balance a music career, many niggas can't do that, struggling to do that. They stop rapping. You see what I'm saying? So like, what do we say about that? Because some of us, I'm one of those, like someone even said to me, feel like you mustn't complain. Us when we were like, us we need to craft, we need sheets. We were like, fuck this rap shit. Yeah. You feel me?
I see that. Yeah.
Hopefully maybe going through hardships is supposed to teach you how to act and behave when you're finally cheap. Yeah. So I feel like, especially for me, because I've now gotten to see how people can get treated. You see what I'm saying? I've gotten to say, some people are assholes. You feel me? Yeah. You be like, niggas can be the assholes. You feel me? And over small things. That's what kills me the worst. Over small things, bro. Over small things. Like an artist, first day he's an artist. Pride through the roof. Well, this is where I'll take it back to though. Where I said it's not a gift, it's a calling. You feel for me? Because I started off doing gospel. You feel? And then even went to Bible school. My dad always used to tell me like, yo dog, I really checked that God has made you to be a leader, So that has been like put into my brain, I guess, when I was in Swaziland. And then someone made the altar call. When I went first, and then these other dudes were sitting in front of me who were not going, but when I went, they went to the front. Then the pastor was like, yeah man, I really feel God has put an anointing to draw people, because after you came up, those two niggas were like, let's go forward as well. You see what I'm saying? That's why I even chose the name ASAP. because it's a Hebrew name that means Jehovah is gathered. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm really trying to gather the people or gather something. You see what I'm saying? Still, bro, I mean still, even if you take it back to us cross movement, they did have some real life stories. I think people just they judge genres and situations before even diving too deep into it. It's like people who say right now, hip hop, the only hip hop that's there is trap. Nah, nigga. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. I think for me it was just about a life change, bro. And also realizing some things about Christianity that made me feel like, I don't think I'm gonna rep this. I'm not talking about not repping God or not repping Christ, but this form of Christianity that we now have, to me just feels different from what is in the Bible and what I feel God is really like. Yeah. I still go to church. I still ascribe to all the beliefs, but just the institution of saying a church and whatever and other of their man-made things. It's not me, man.
Yeah, hierarchies, man. Like when you add hierarchies into things, it just turns to.
I guess it's I don't know.
I believe in love, bro, and love is the thing that works. That's what and the other thing, love is, but the thing is, love is not weak. That's what people are confusing it with. Love can sometimes say, bro, you're fucking up. You need to get your act together. Don't come home today until you achieve. That's love as well, bro. You see what I'm saying? So if we just love each other nicely, respect each other, everything will be good. Simple. That's what I believe in. Yeah, I guess it does. I'm still trying to figure out why. You were saying something about like your fear of failure. I'm trying to really think about it. Like, maybe sometimes in some areas, maybe on that tip of saying, because I'm not yet that superstar. You feel me? Because I'm not yet that superstar, let me not complain. Like, hey, why aren't there more bottles?
Exactly.
You feel me? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. I think, but to be honest, if from the time I was like doing Bible school, 2011 up to now, if there are two things that I pray for the most, bro, it was wisdom and humility. Those were like the two things, because I always used to like the whole story of pride comes before a fall, right? And even if you look at Satan, the story of Satan, the reason he became the devil was because of pride. That was in his heart.
Feel like
I won't lie. We went for Joma, a funeral, right? And then I met Mkini, the photographer. He came up to me and was even like, yeah, so man, you should start thinking about putting on the youngsters. I'm like, yo, wait, bro, are we already there? Are we already there, bro? I don't know. So a part of me also, there was a reason why I was really kind of depressed last year, because I felt like, is this it? Is this the blowing up of it? You feel me? Like, is this the blowing up of it? Like what, nigga?
I guess those are moments you get on yourself introspecting.
Yeah. I'll just be like, everyone will be like, dog, yeah, the one, they're killing it, yeah, the king, yeah, what? I'm like, really? With justice? Nah.
Or you feel like you still got a lot in the tank.
It now also comes to two parts. I'm not gonna say I have, because I'm someone who sometimes even doubts my own songs. You feel me? That's where I saw that radio stations give out internships. That's how I went to Sky's Metro. So I won't lie, Sky's Metro. Me being at Sky's Metro also just kind of something to get you off of worrying and concentrating about the music.
Just take time, you'll see. Come on, put your hands up. Hands up. All the real geeks, put your hands up. Just take time, you'll see. Hey, hands up. Hands up. Pretty bad thing with hands up. Just take time, you'll see. Hands up. Hands up. All the real geeks, put their hands up. Just take time, you'll see.